Kooij. I'm rather a process designer than a shape designer. I love to make processes that enables me to use recycled plastic or adapt a process that it makes more sense for me as a product designer. For example, I created a process called Endless 4 years ago now. That steps away of the 3D printing in really detail, but to do it more in low resolution. So I created a robot with a rather big extrusion on it that could also be fed with recycled plastic and creates a toothpaste-like of substance and writes it out as a chair, as you can see in these kind of. I love the way that you see in the product how it's made. So that's why I love the lines. So for me, the bigger the lines, the better. So this is the new chair, and we started out with this chair, which is more typical 3D printing. It's been done on this side and just stapling up to create a chair. And the new chair is out of this boundary of flat lines and created really in 3D actually. So we do a lot of tests, of course, and with tests you got also leftovers. We collected this 5 years now. We got a container full now, and we creating now tables with that. We create a really big press that presses with enormous pressure all the bits or pieces, all the old chairs into a solid top. 50 kilo for the top, 40 for the leg. Yeah, will survive multiple generations. It's just connected by, this is the leg, conical leg, conical hole. Put the top on the leg, you stamp on it, and it fixes. This is the chubby chair I created like 2 years ago. And here you can also see that I love the lines and how they are been written out. Yeah, and I love the way that it's almost like a out of the paint tube almost being extruded, the different colors. This is always a kind of a mistake that makes it happen. It's because I make the machine, something is not completely right the first time, and then I find out, but if this extruder is not right this way, you could do this kind of coloring, and then you could do this kind of coloring, and everything comes out of the mistakes. I finally found a material that is recycled and transparent. This was a hell of a search. First we used new material, but I thought it was a little bit too cold, too transparent. And now we use the recycled content, and it's exactly the same, exactly the color, what we're looking for. And it's LED lit. It gives a lot of light. It's based on the Fresnel lens, and the Fresnel lens is used in the lighthouses to create a narrow beam out of a slightly larger beam, with this kind of structure. And the layer structure multiplies the LED to a lot of different points. It's hung up on a ball joint, and you can just adjust it like this. Anything that could be have a new application or a new way of producing towards a better world, slightly, would be perfect. And I think in general, design could help in yeah, you see a lot of designers cooperating with technicians or programmers, and I really love the outcome of that kind of cooperations, and I think this kind of broadening of design is really good. I really love the design week, but I'm not the guy really that has the perspective to say it, because I started here with the studio, and for me it's also about seeing old friends again and having a nice week with a lot of parties. But I have to say it's getting commercial for me also here, so it's a productive week also. So yeah, for me the fair is great.